Greetings, my girlfriend's libido is too low. Dear McKoy, my girlfriend's libido is too low. As a woman, my sex drive is very high. Aside from when I'm on my period or sick, I'm always game for some physical intimacy. I have a girlfriend, and we have so many things in common. The only thing we don't have in common is our sexual urges. She is fine with having sex once every 2 weeks, but I'm constantly craving it. We talk about the fact that our sex drives are different, and we both know it's true. She worries that she is not satisfying my needs, whereas I am constantly worried that I am putting an undue amount of pressure on her. But it's not something that would ever cause us to break up. When I'm alone, I sometimes watch porn and masturbate. If I do it too often, I start to feel bad about looking at other naked girls. Besides talking about it honestly with her and meeting my own needs. What else can we do to resolve this issue without making each other feel horrible about it? D. James. Hi D. It's hard when you feel so close to someone but not close enough to meet a basic need. It's normal to feel upset that your sex drives don't match up. You know that this makes her feel uneasy, and you admit that it makes you feel like you're putting too much pressure on her. At least you both understand that she won't suddenly start craving sex. So that means you will have to pleasure yourself when she is not available. Why do you feel bad when you masturbate and watch porn? Have you asked her if it bothers her that you get sexually excited when you look at other women? If she let you watch other women in porn or even watched it with you sometimes, it might make you feel more at ease. It's still a part of your sexual life as a couple and something she understands. Explore possible solutions and desires to connect sexually. What excites her? Because she needs sex less doesn't imply she doesn't have fantasies. In a situation like this, the real danger is that you let this difference push you apart. But things don't have to be like that. Even if talking and sharing don't change your sex drives, it can help you feel closer to each other. Greetings, my cousin stole our underwear. Dear McKoy, my cousin stole our underwear. I'm 15 and I live with my mom and my sister who is 8. About 4 months ago my cousin came from the country to stay with us. Just after he came, I missed a red bra from my drawer. Few more weeks and some of my panties were gone missing. Then my mom started complaining about missing underwear. I was worried that maybe a thief had broken into our house. Then last weekend, I wanted to borrow an extension cord from his room, but he was in the country spending time with his mother. When I went into the room, I realized I had to move the bed to unplug the cord. As I pushed the bed away, I saw something hanging out of a bag that looked familiar. It was my bra that I was looking for a few months ago. I picked up the bag and there were some more items in it. I threw everything on the floor and to my surprise there were more panties and bras inside. Some of them belonged to my mom, some for my sister, and of course mine as well. All of them were stained, crusty, and smelled horrible. I almost vomited after realizing it was my cousin's discharge. I put everything back in the bag and left his room quickly. I haven't told Mom yet because I don't know what to say to her. He will be 18 this month. I'm sure my mom will send him back home to his mother, and they will hate me. N. Alan, dear N. I understand how this situation makes you feel and I know you don't want to cause tension in the family, but your cousin needs help ASAP. Talk to your mother about what you found. This sort of conduct requires immediate attention before it gets worse. Please keep in mind that it is not your fault if the relationship between your family members is affected, as it most likely will be. It's your cousin's fault for his actions, not your fault that you spoke up. Furthermore, your mother must also encourage his mother to bring him to see a qualified sex therapist. He has seriously overstepped his bounds, and he needs to find a more appropriate and constructive method to express himself. Greetings, I think my boyfriend is still a womanizer. Dear McKoy, I think my boyfriend is still a womanizer. I'm 22, my boyfriend is 30, and we have been dating for over 1 year. We love each other a lot, and have a pretty good balance in our relationship. But something has been bothering me for a while. Before we met, my boyfriend was a known player. When we got together and fell in love, he said he changed. But for some reason, I just can't put my trust in him. My mind says he hasn't really changed, but my heart thinks he has. The truth is that he still has a lot of female friends, especially at work. He talks to them on WhatsApp, and they also hang out together often. This makes me feel really uncomfortable. I talk to him about it, and he is adamant that they are just his friends. He also gets very angry when I mention it to him. To top it off, he puts a password on his phone and refuses to let me go anywhere close to it. Why does he need to do that if he loves and trusts me? How do I stop thinking that my boyfriend is cheating on me and that he is no longer a womanizer? A. Brown. Dear A. Brown, every relationship has insecurities, and its success or failure depends on how the partner handles them. At any moment in a relationship, doubts about your partner's faithfulness are a common source of distress. Acknowledging the sadness caused by them and letting your boyfriend know about your concerns will facilitate a good two-way conversation and clear the air. Set clear and well-defined boundaries about each other's behavior, but make it a mutual agreement. You are the best judge of the honesty of your partner's efforts to make your relationship work. Trust is one of the pillars of a healthy relationship, and it's usually a personal choice. Also, unfounded suspicion and lack of open communication are weak spots. Respect individual boundaries, and if a particular behavior concerns you, try to make your boyfriend aware of the reasons in a non-confrontational manner. This may lead to him recognizing the apprehension and finding an appropriate solution. Write to us via WhatsApp 1-876-353-1389 and remember to subscribe and share, dear McKoy.